Good morning. Good morning. All right. I accidentally left my wind chime out in the winter. So I have to untangle that. Want some milk? Do you want some milk? Yes. He's like, milk without Cheerios in it? I don't know if I want to drink this. That's what he's fucking saying. Why is this towel on my bed? Oh, man. Good morning if anybody's there. I'm coming over now. I'm getting my shit together. There's this house around the corner. And for those who don't know, I grew up here in a way, sort of. Moved here in 5th grade. And then left at 16. Never came back until I was 40. But there's always been this house. And it's always been in the corner. It's a nice curve in the road, you know. And get the deck I want while we chat. The amount of trees that have always been there really is insane. And it was a brown house, and it was always very dark. Good morning. It was always very dark. So needless to say, somebody bought it. I think I actually spoke to you guys briefly the dog came into our yard and Mia wouldn't let it go, Teddy. And Owen ended up texting me, which I thought was weird because I had already talked to somebody and they knew I'd already talked to somebody. And I made a comment about the trees. It wasn't like, oh, bummer. What the fuck? This wax stains. It's not a big deal. I just gotta get new cloth. I have to order it. Because I made a comment about the trees. So anyhow, for weeks, they've been might be something with death. For weeks, I don't know why I got pulled to, so it's like yellow. For weeks, I just got anxiety pulling out this out. So I don't know if it's like dreading it, something is ending. I don't know if it's an actual death. I don't know. Fuck, man. I got a masculine figure energy. Just gave me wicked anxiety. Oh my god, fucking cool. Spit it out already. Where's my crystal? I don't know if I want to change the candle. It's kind of too late now. Yeah, I'm going to change it. So, anyhow, what was I saying? Brown house. Brown bear. Brown house. And very dark, sits in the corner. The amount of trees was ridiculous. Beautiful, right? But the amount of trees, this truck every morning, I'm talking like a massive truck. The amount of trees that are coming out of this yard is fucking insane. Well, today, for the first time, I noticed, like the backyard, like I can't see it, but like I noticed a clearing. It almost felt like the street was lighter. Like what a difference. Like I can't even, like, I am sure, and I'm so curious, but I'm sure it's just like brightens up like the backyard. They have a view of the pond. The pond is bigger. You guys know my pond in the backyard. Theirs is bigger because it's around the corner and not as marshy. So I almost, like I said, want to go in the backyard and just like look at it, because it's like the amount of light the corner of the street now has is crazy. But I feel bad all those trees went down. Like I'm torn. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I would have did it to my yard. But I don't know. I might for my backyard, or just kind of like my sanctuary, you know? So like maybe if I wasn't there, like, I don't know how to feel about it, because it's so many trees. But like I hope their backyard is their sanctuary. That's all I have to say, because if it's not, then shame on them for taking down all those trees. And they still saved a lot of trees. But I'm not kidding when I say it literally brightened up the neighborhood. That's how big the trees are around here. And it's I'm here in Grand Trine, but it's like at the corner of our street. It's like three houses down. But even driving around the corner, like I can't stress, like it's insane. It's so crazy. And the people that live across the street must be like, holy shit, they now have a light in their front yard. Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, it's pretty fucking wild to see like that. I almost lit my straw. Less anxiety. So I have a funny feeling next time I bring out that white candle, it's going to pull me to the same energy. But Spirit gave me the go-ahead to change the candle. So I went with blue. So it's just wild, guys, to see it like that. I rolled these up to push these down because the sleeve got stuck. But this is reminding me of like another century where they used to like cuff, and then there'd be that. Or am I thinking like royalty where like up higher there'd be like a gold something, or like a baker? There's an outfit that just reminds me of like something old school that's threaded like that. Anywho, I did watch that movie last night on Netflix, Damsel. Yeah. It's not as exciting as I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to get so much more out of that movie. It had a cute ending, but okay. I wrote March. Sorry, Max. I wrote March 2023 and had to get rid of it and do March 2024. Yesterday, I think I said 2014. I have 100 plus years. Oh, old oak in my backyard and losing branches. No, I'm afraid to park my driveway. I'd hate to remove it. It's from this last time. Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, you would have to call and see if it's still, see if it's still healthy. Like when it was super windy the other morning, when I did part 1 and part 2, because I went upstairs to sit with my mom, like the trees have always made me nervous here. Like the huge pine trees, and they just like you wouldn't think that the trunk of the tree or that low should move like that. Some of them do and some of them don't, and it doesn't even necessarily mean they're unhealthy. It's just their roots are looser, but not in the sense where you kind of have to worry. I think it's been a few years since they've had anybody come out and check the trees, but we had a whole tree go through the house years and years and years ago, 20 years ago maybe. So I'm like, it is like that back room is all windows, so it is pretty beautiful to the scenery and animals and watching in the trees, but when the wind comes, it's a little intimidating. Like I don't know how they sit there and watch, because I mean, it is like that. And some of these trees, there's no other trees to catch the trees. The only thing that's going to catch these trees is the house. Yeah. And I think just because of the wind, you know what I mean, Shannon? Shit like that. You could always have somebody come and look and see how safe it is and cut down certain particular branches so you feel more comfortable, you know? Sounds beautiful. We have a lot of wetlands in my backyard, you know? So some of those trees, like, we're not allowed to touch unless they go through, like, the town. But my dad was also saying that was a really long time ago, because I was like, how are they cutting down so many fucking trees around the corner? But it still looks like they have some around the wetland. But oh my gosh, like the view they're going to have, like I didn't realize they had that much property and that much woods. Like it's pretty fucking insane. I'm surprised they didn't keep some of that wood and build a shed or a bridge, or like, because my neighbor that just moved in a couple of years ago to the left, they have kids and they built a dock. And I thought for the longest time we weren't allowed to have a dock, but I guess we can if we bring it in and out. If we can have a seasonal dock. But they cut back all the leaves. I mean, all the grass that grows. So in the winter, they can ice skate because they have boys, younger boys, which I think is cool. And they're not supposed to do that. If they got caught, they'd be in big trouble. He goes out with a clipper in the fall, you know what I mean, on the canoe. And he just kind of secretly cuts it all back. So I'm not going to complain. I mean, that's great for the kids. I ice skated on that pond growing up myself, although I had to ice skate around weeds and find a smoother surface, you know. But I've considered before in the past purchasing the house. But if I did that, I'd probably want to take down some trees too. And if I didn't take down certain trees, I'd definitely do like a boardwalk to a little dock. Because out of all the neighborhood, we've been here for a long time. We have like the mushiest backyard, like at least 20 feet back. You know what I mean? It's just where the grass is nice and dry, but anything after the grass where the fern is, it's just squish, 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 squish until you get all the way there. I mean, I used to come through the house. I used to have a bucket with water in it because I'd be knee-high in fucking mud catching bullfrogs when I was little. I had a fucking blast out there. Are you kidding me? But salamanders, Sally the salamanders, I taught my kids. I showed my kids where they are because I knew where they were. It was pretty cool. But yeah, anywho, it just, what a clearing. So it could just be there's a nice clearing coming in March. You know what I mean? You can feel like you can live again or breathe again. I mean, it's almost like they did the neighborhood a favor. And I know it sounds crazy because it's somebody else's backyard, but they were the corner lot. Like, it's just fucking insane. Like, both their neighbors and people across the street are just probably gonna be like, holy shit, my backyard, my front yard has sun. Like, I'm not kidding. It's pretty fucking amazing. But I'm talking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trees. I had no idea with that even many fucking trees back there. It's pretty fucking crazy. So I do feel like there's a clearing. And I don't know if this is a transit from 2023. There is something in March 2023 because when I wrote that this morning, I had to do like a double take and be like, nah, it's 2024. But I'm like, 2023, it seems so much more comfortable. Like, it was just weird. And then yesterday, I think I said 2014. One of my old videos came up the other day too. I don't know what's going on with you, like kids, friends, you. I just noticed like the elements right there. It's like the bottom of the frog. But it's also, there's no lines in them. You know what I mean? That, just a Z. My mother made this, or my grandmother made it for my mother. Oh, it's like a lily pad. This almost sitting on a lily pad, but you don't see it on the outside. Isn't that cute? It's weird, huh? I have a bunny upstairs, ceramic bunny that says, "Love Mom, 1977." To Courtney, love Mom. I was like, oh, 45 years old. Can't believe I didn't break that when I was younger. Yeah, but this was it was my grandmother's. I gave it to my mother. So there might be something has to do with family. I did say something with the white candle, something about a grandfather figure. I was going to say something. Oh, I don't know if it's Libra. Me is a Libra, but I actually wanted to look at her chart. I don't know if it's you, kids. It's definitely an energy of like paranoia. But it's been for like months now, but it's getting stronger and stronger. And it could be the Scorpio moon she has, another placement's a Scorpio. But I'm Scorpio and I'm not really bugging like that. But she's definitely have had a phobia of like dying the last couple months. Or like she Googled last night, like, she had a headache for 7 days. What can it be? Like she like called me at like 9. Think I have an aneurysm? Like, and I'm just like, she's like, so I'm not dying? And it's like, it's always something. And then, you know, she gets in a car and she'll touch it like a certain amount of times, or like when she leaves the house. Like, but it's becoming like, you know, it's And I've noticed it the last few months, and I kind of am like, I don't even know what to do in regards to this. So it's not just like one particular thing. Like it's superstition, but it's like OCD at the same time, and then it's also like hypochondriac energy. You almost thought she's still. Oh, it's still haunting you. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's scary. What happened? It took me on the highway the other day. She almost got into. She drove yesterday, and she cried and she cried, and I was like, just take the next exit. She couldn't scoot over, and all the cars went. It was. I think ever since the accident, she's just been paranoid of losing me. Actually, this is probably when it started. So maybe it's a me thing and it's not the energy. Maybe it's I created it, not intentionally, but you know what I mean? I don't know. Or it's just the energy. She's super sensitive and psychic to shit like that. You know what I mean? So I was fishing with a friend in the cold, rainy weather. Flipped in the canoe and the water was freezing cold. Oh, Jesus, yeah. You become hypothermic. That's scary shit, huh? Didn't have life jacks. I had to swim back to the land. Yeah, it's a lot. Good thing he was strong enough to. You know what I mean? Luckily, it's not really icy waters either. Well, icy waters, but not like ice. I remember when I was younger with a bridge, crossing the bridge, because it was all ice. But there is like a little current, because the dam wasn't shut then when I went to the bathroom. And I remember seeing the water in the flow, and I looked back at Lori, and I'm like, no, we can't do this. And I started heard it cracking, but the ice was still like thick, but it was clear. And I slowly I didn't want to back up, so I kind of went to the left. I don't remember, and I finished. And I've never been so fucking scared, because if I went through that, the current there, I would have been stuck under ice. I'll never forget it. I'll never ever forget it, and that's why I'm paranoid. Like with the kids with certain stuff, like when Kaden went for a walk about a month ago, there's still some ice. I'm like, don't go on the ice, and they think I'm like laughing and I'm paranoid. And I'm like, no, I would have been a gonzo. And it was all cracking, and I went on the snowy part where they couldn't see if it was thin or not. I don't know, 10 maybe, 12. I don't think I was that naive at 12. I could have been. I was a young everything until I became a teenager, you know? I was a young 10. I was a young 12. Like, I wasn't very mature at, 13 like that. And doing my hair, pretending to put makeup on. Like, that wasn't me, I was probably still looking for salamanders. Well, I probably stepped it up and took walks and looked in the woods and found salamanders. So I felt older, But, like, that shit didn't entertain me. mean, I'm sure I was like roller skating. I mean, I always roller skated and did stuff like that, but like I wasn't big on makeup and boys, or like just wasn't my thing. Like exploring. Look at this fucking cat whiskers, man. One of these cats is losing too many fucking whiskers. Like the amount of whiskers, like I'm almost like I don't want to look it up. This Kessel's just that old. But like, why would a cat lose so many cat whiskers within weeks? Like I'm finding like 2 a week. Your cat may be experiencing an allergic response if they have shed multiple whiskers. It could be a food or environmental allergy, and responding to a grass, pollen, mold can be irritating them, which triggers a whisker loss. Perfectly normal. 2 whiskers here, there, now and then. Yeah, that's not how it's happening. Older cats may shed their whiskers naturally like hair or lose them. And I can't tell whose they are. Cats' whiskers naturally grow and shed and regrow, continuously being replaced, but your cat will only usually shed 1 or 2 at a time. However, it's unlikely that you will ever notice your cat shedding whiskers if you see it on the couch or the floor. Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing like 2 or 3 in a week. Like, it's a lot of fucking whiskers. Yeah, this one, like, no reason to even come off, and it's not even that sharp. It's kind of dull. Let's see if it's like a shorter whisker. Where did I just find this? It wasn't on here. Oh, it was on my chair. Yeah. I can't even tell you, like, how many cat whiskers I probably have in that little box right there. All right. So, well, I'm glad your son is safe. I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely glad your son is safe. Quite a lot of accidents in vehicles, you know. Yeah, that's scary. Jade lost her best friend. Right before I started YouTube. Craig, redhead, sweetest fucking kid. Later on Thanksgiving, it was in the winter, icy road, and there was no guardrail. It went into like a little side lake pond or something. They couldn't get out. And Mia mentioned that the other day. How come there's like no guardrail over here? But there was a lot of trees. That also happened to my ex-husband, but it was in the summertime, and all the doors opened at one time. It wasn't his time to go, you know. So I don't have mega fear around the water. You'd think I'd have more fear, but I love the water. But, we were just talking about ice and all that, so I don't know. There was something with a white candle. So if anyone like lost like an older figure, a grandfather, something with water, an accident, like I think it's somebody who's already crossed. I do find it odd that we got switched to that. But yeah, they should really have guardrails. Anything with water like that. There's a little lake. Oh, Kathy. Not a little lake. There's a big lake in the town my kids live in. And it still blows my mind that they don't have guardrails over near there. There's no trees, no nothing. All someone has to do is not pay attention, you know what I mean? Like, it's pretty crazy. Especially, God forbid, there was like black ice in the winter. You know, somebody just goes right in. It's like the town waits for something like that to happen in order to put the guardrails up. Like, I just don't even get it. It's pretty sad. Your ex-brother-in-law, he found him in last June. Came up missing in the river. Oh, it's awful. Yeah, so I don't know why we're talking about these tragedy stories. Yeah, there's definitely something lit that white candle. I tried to avoid it. For those who are just jumping on, I went to go light a white candle, but not in a scary way, like a new death coming. Like, it's the dawn, it's a new day. Yeah, so I tried to almost like avoid it by changing the candle, and it did take some of my anxiety away, but the conversation is still coming through. So I don't know. Must be linked to water somehow. Fishing, I just got pulled to fishing. Yeah, awful. You hear about all these people. What about last year? Wasn't it like 3 football players or something? Like, all passed away in the summer through drowning? Not all at the same time. One just couldn't make it back. The other, I remember there being a summer. If it wasn't last summer, it was like the summer before. And I was like, holy shit, that's like 3 NFL, whether like current NFL, past NFL. I don't know if one was saving their child. I think they were all like on vacation. Like, it was just very odd that summer that it happened to 3 players at different times throughout the summer. Yeah, you vaguely remember that. Yeah, me too. So, there's something here about water and a drowning. To me, I feel like it's already happened, or thank you, lucky stars. Like in Jen's situation, he almost died. Like in my ex-husband's situation, he almost died. You know what I mean? Like, we were just talking about that. Or this is someone saying hi, or that's watching over you, that possibly passed tragically. And I really don't want to read upon that, but I think it's more of a hi and like, I got you. You know? So, yeah, see, a lot of missing cases have been found. Many people coming up in water. Yeah, see that? Yeah, there's definitely something going on there. Whoever it is coming through, I do feel like it's more of like a older masculine energy, though. So I don't know if it's like a guide. I'm not really sure, but I really don't want to have that conversation. But again, I already tried to avoid it with the white candle. And again, it did take some of my anxiety away, but it didn't avoid the conversation, which is fine. It is what it is. And ironically, I was thinking about this deck. There's a deck, it's the 4 of Wands, that always pulled me to Hawaii and water. One of my favorite places to swim for waters was probably the Dominican, but for the kids, Turks and Caicos. But for me, could have just been the weather and the current, but it was smooth. Smooth operator. I mean, I was in the water a lot, in the ocean a lot in the Dominican. It's probably out further than I should have, not even really realizing it, you know. But it's one of my favorites to swim in. Never been to Hawaii. Considered moving there a few years ago with the kids. I think we were so busy for years trying to find a location. I was waiting for the kids to get a little older. Just because Dad's here, you know. But no, I don't think I'd moved that far. I was just talking about vacation the other day. Where was I? Oh, me and Mia were getting our nails done. And Bruce has been asking me if I'm going to go to Vietnam with them every summer. And I'm like, ugh. I'm like, I'd love to this summer, but like, and then Mia was like, why can't I go? But I have something else already booked in September, and I'm hoping to just be able to do that with the accident and everything. But she's like, you didn't want to take me, and I was like, well, no, I really didn't consider like taking you. You know, she was all bent out of shape. And then she really wants to go to Japan too. So I don't know if the next family trip is going to be an international excursion. Should probably tell them all to get their passports now. I don't know what it is. I have no interest in going in Japan, but my kids really want to go to fucking Japan. It wouldn't be my first choice. I was like, how about we just go to the UK? Like, I just, they all agree to go to Jamaica again, though. That'd be going to Jamaica for the third time, but Jamaica's awesome, so I'm definitely down for that, too. What's going on in Dubai? I don't know what I've been told. Because it could be something with passports. So whenever I get pulled to a particular deck, I just figured about her. She stands out to me. You get pulled to a particular card. And I always get pulled to the 4 of Wands in this card. I believe it's the 4 of Wands. Yeah, 3 of Wands. I want to say it's the 4 of Wands. It just always reminds me of Hawaii. Definitely a tropical island. Jamaica's on high alert for travel, is it? No? Yeah, but I've been saying for a year I want my kids to have their passports, though. I know Jade and Alana have one, but like just in case of emergency in general. You know what I mean? I think it's a good thing to have before it becomes one of those things that it takes forever to get, or in a crisis you're fucked, you know? I don't know. So, murders, rapes, hitting results. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Well, they're like, get the fuck out of my country. I don't know what the fuck that's about. I just got pulled to like the cartel, which has nothing to do with them. So I don't know if like it's almost pulling me to Nigeria. So different. I'm hearing it as like cults, but they're not cults, organizations. Off the tip of my head, but they don't want me to repeat them, but we all know who they are. Like, but it was okay to say cartel. That was weird. So maybe they don't want me to get tagged. I don't know. That's weird. I can say the T word or B. I don't know what's up with that. I know a lot of people. I know Mexico for a little while. I was like, but it's something with the ticks. So, and we just talked about the 3 of Wands and 4 of Wands, which would be a resort. This isn't like a global read, so I don't. Let's try to get out of this energy. Let me just try to clear the deck. I'm getting pulled to Hamas, which is what? Iran. Alright, let's step out of this fucking energy, please. Hamas territory. Is that Pakistan? That's like border, right? The border. I don't know. I hope like one of the not a safe house. I hope one of the our consuls. What are those called? Consul? American consul? Don't get attacked. Just got pulled to Russia. So there's definitely shit happening globally. But I really want to step out of that now. Should have ordered this new sage. I wanted to get I think it was a jasmine bundle. Oh, I'm getting like sacred vibes, so I don't know if there's something with a ritual maybe. Because it's more, let me take my slippers off and look at the bottom of my feet. It was more, yeah, it's more like a preach. I don't ever say stuff like I just did. I typically have my own shit that I say. I'm actually cleansing myself, which I very briefly that I haven't done in a very long time. Just not something I would, again, typically say. It was almost like cleanse my body, heal my body, feel my body. Like it was gonna get into like something huge, like a preach. So I don't know. It wasn't like, see, I have a hawk feather over here, and then I have a white feather over there. Yeah, there's something with a ritual. So I don't know whether you're aware of it, if it's happening, if it's already happened, and it's the energy that's coming forward. They do a lot of rituals everywhere. What am I talking about? I don't know. Put my slippers back on. Just gonna pull to the sheep that were going in a circle. All right, I just gotta pull this satanic. Jesus. All right, yeah, I don't. Every time I try to step out of the energy. So I feel like there's cults. Like it's just, there must be an energy right now. Was very just got pulled incarceration. So it's definitely something global. All right, well, everybody stay safe, okay? Page of Wands, Page of Swords. Let's get into March, and I almost went 2023. Did anything catastrophic happen last March 2023? Like major events in March 2023? I don't remember anything. Tornado, outbreak. Another tornado. Nothing about an earthquake. I'm getting pulled to an earthquake. 12 states in the United States had to access the abortion pill expansion. Biden administration approved potential sales of missiles to Taiwan. The United States has unveiled a new strategy for cybersecurity. Well, they're not doing so good with that. So nothing really catastrophic. What about 2014? Immune crisis. Ukrainian, Russian President Vladimir. Federation Council, Russian Parliament approval. Armed forces in Ukraine, war in Afghanistan, war in northwest Pakistan, and the Kumu Station massacre. That's like almost everything I just mentioned. So I did get pulled to that massacre when I was talking about they don't want me to say certain stuff out loud. The shooting of Michael Brown, African-American police officer in Missouri, triggering riots. Yeah, see, I don't... E. coli outbreak. I don't know, guys. Just stay safe. I really am not trying to do a global reading, but maybe I was meant to, and I'm not trying to. So it's kind of like the whole vibe of like the white candle that came out gave me anxiety. But the conversation, so I put up blue and I felt better, but the conversation still came through. So yeah, I mean, that wasn't even a normal cleanse, but I haven't cleansed myself in a while. That was very, that was more of like a vision of something that's probably happening. It could be a mass prayer, candle lighting. I don't know. Jesus, this is not what I want to read, but that's just, and she keeps ending up at the bottom of the fucking deck no matter what I do. So you could have somebody watching you or some type of message. Sending out an SOS. It's not the greatest message either, right? All right, let's just, Mingia, come on, focus. Mamacita, can I get a date on Friday? And he doesn't even say Mamacita right there, I don't think. Well, that's me. Don't they say when you sneeze? I'm just gonna pull to like a cat eye over here. I've been pulled this bracelet lately. You know what I read? No, cats with the eye and how it slits like it's all linked. We know it goes back to like ancient times, but like I would have thought like they were talking, you would think like lions and things in the wild. The only thing that has eyes like a cat is actually reptiles, alligators, and snakes, and there was something else. There's only a few. It's just what's pretty. But it's like Christ light. That looks like a whale. Yeah, see, I can't step out of like this global. That looks like a, might see something in the clouds. It almost looks like a dolphin in the cloud right there. All right, let me just pull a card to see what I get a bit. I can't avoid whatever's happening here. March 2024, and I almost said 2023. The Tower. So it might be like an earthquake or volcanic eruption. Could have sworn that one in Russia was gonna go. Could be something with ash though, like in a national park. King of Wands. I did order a couple more decks last night too, the ones that I had on hold. So I should be getting 4 new decks today. Tony, there's something with that alchemy one is 77. Like, I wouldn't say like dark energy, and I'm not saying this is dark energy, but like there's nothing wrong with inviting dark energy, but it's not dark like people are thinking. Like, it's like when people bring up, I almost said black angels. I'm going to pull the black ash. Black sand. Where do they have black sand? Dark angels. They work for the Ascended Masters. And if that's the case, there is something global that's going to go down. Not too many of us have dark angels that hang out as guides or things. It's not like that. It's usually only comes out when the collective energy between the gods. So there must be another collective energy coming. They must be getting together. But I am pulled to like darker energy with that deck, but not darker. And I didn't even finish looking at the deck. I just got pulled to it, and it was like, but I got it anyway. So I don't know if this is like the dark energies, like you need to help the dark energies come out here, which they wouldn't typically need help, but like satanic rituals, like, and not all warlocks are bad warlocks, but I'm getting pulled to like shit like that. But almost like, it almost looks like a statue frozen in time. I didn't even see like all the light in the bricks on the table until I kind of put it up close. So it's not like dark energy like shadow or like Capricorn, however you say that. Like it's not that type of energy. It's literally like dark angel, secretive, maybe a secret society, I don't know, is linked to that deck. I'm not really sure, but I'm very curious about it, that is for sure. Nightmare New England. But it's actually New England as in like the UK. So yeah, there is a vibe to that deck that definitely wants to be projected, but in a helpful way. So if you guys get freaked out, I'm sorry. Maybe this channel's not for you. I don't know what to tell you. Like, so I do feel like there's a collective energy here, guys. Like, whoever they need like our help. So I almost feel like it's like a superhero thing, like because I still hear certain readers, or I see something like in this, like they act like dark angels is like a bad entity or something. That's like, nah, if we didn't have them, like this earth can possibly even be destroyed. They can stop war, like, you know. So like, so there has to be like a collective. And when I say collective, it's not us here on earth as humanity. It's like in the sky, dark and light, big players. And I took a pull to religion last night. When I was lying down, when it comes to like everybody's gods. And before, you know, the Bible even came, or they wrote the Bible of scriptures, like there was already different religions is when people wanted power and control, is when they decided, this is our God and it's the only God and we're going to separate them and yours doesn't exist and yada, yada. But then in the Bible, it says, since the beginning of mankind, man and woman, Adam and Eve, whatever the case, every single Bible's, similar, but like, not all of them. But all of a sudden you're listening to one person that wants to be in control. And there's only one God. Like wanting to wipe out centuries, hundreds of centuries before their Bible even was into existence. Like, I just don't understand what people's brains are. Like, where's the common sense when it comes to like religion and how do you think your God's the only God and they were the first God here? Like, it's just kind of mind baffling because we know our history. You know what I mean? But yet, a lot of people still follow the Bible as faith. But what faith? Like, so that came through last night when I was trying to go to sleep. And it doesn't make sense. I mean, there's a lot more to what my thoughts were. But because I also see like the light energy here, but I also see like it almost reminds me of like a state building. I mean, it's tiny, but I'm just saying like an official, you know what I mean? And then it's like having to take out like land or another building. So, I mean, there's definitely something going on with that. And when that happens, it's usually an overcast or it's cloudy. There's a breakthrough in a light, like a beam. So, yeah, I mean, something must be going on. Like another big decision. They only come together maybe once or twice a year, and it's major fucking decisions, guys. And I feel like in the next couple of years, they're going to be coming together a little more often until they have a better idea of where humanity is going to take this planet. Because they're still not going to make final decisions for a couple more years. Who stays, who goes. March. I want to keep saying March 2023. So that was all that negative stuff that we talked about. So this has to do. They're either trying to take something out. Well, that's what they do. Or start something that causes someone else to take something out. Because they have control over that power too. Honestly, they don't know what they're going to do for a good year or two. AI is very intelligent and needs to be on our side. It's like watching a baby grow up. I'm getting pulled to Marlin. They're like Florida territory, right? Here we go again with water. 4 cups. Like something coming back around. I never look at the cups as coming back around. It can be, well, yeah, it could be an offer coming back around, but like, just hear mass destruction. she a mermaid? I didn't even pick up on that. Or is she? Yeah, it definitely looks like it. I don't know what type of sea creature that would be. It's obviously a mythological. Almost looks like a land creature. Cryptocurrency. There's a warning with cryptocurrency. I don't know what's going on there. Bitcoin. The Chariot. Something with Bitcoin right now. I don't know if it's like a warning in the sense like to get out. Get out, take your assets out. I don't know, it has something to do with the transit, like in the sense of like, there's something with stocks here. There's something with a transit and Bitcoin. And I don't think it's one of those things where you should ride it out. But it's like one of those things, if you pull, it's like, oh man. I hate to say it, but I'd pull it. I don't know how that shit works, but I'd sell it. You think something's lucky because I'm getting pulled. It's almost like a four-leaf clover. But like, I think it's talking about March. Like, I think I would pull out before the 17th. And I just heard Moses, and it sounded like a little mouse. That came in a couple months ago. But like, that's almost like sneaky. So there is something astrologically going on with just hearing Bitcoin. You're on point, Court. Is there something going on with the stocks right now? I don't follow the stocks. I don't know anything about it, but I'm telling you, it's like telling me to, and I hate to say it, like you might have a lot of money invested, but it's one of these situations, pull out. Like I don't know. And I don't want to tell you what to do with your finances. I'm not saying that Tower is linked to finances, but I don't know, guys. Like there is something astrologically happening right now, and it has to do with Bitcoin. Yes. Is it all over the news? What's happening? Anybody know like what's happening with it? Like I don't understand. Is it going up, down? Like I really do hate giving advice like that. Your son already lost money. Automatically they're saying get out of crypto Bitcoin and back to business. It's gonna crash. Oh, alright. I do feel like there's like a computer in the sky, but I thought it had to do with the AI. I have all major players. We're getting rid of their stocks. Yeah, you know how it's one of those things where it's like you feel like you want to ride it out because you've pulled out of things before if you're big on stocks. And I know for a fact that's what it's telling me because it's pulling me to somebody where I know somebody that's big on stocks. And I think he mentioned something about Crocs. Like he almost invested in Crocs and then was like, nah. And he always regrets not investing in Crocs. Or was it a car? Tesla. I think it was Tesla. But he could have made millions and millions and He didn't listen to his gut. I hate to say it, but I would pull out. Selling them now, you might lose money, but it's better than losing all your money, right? I don't know how it works, but it's actually because of an astrological transit. It's not because of whatever's happening. Like, I feel like here, like, it's AI, like there's a computer in the sky. Like, I don't understand what that message is. It's definitely a transit, though. I mean, there's no question. Looking something up. Hold on. Seeing if I can find something on YouTube, and I did find this that just popped up. You gotta love AI. Crypto will never be the same. Urgent Q2 financial astrology.
You're looking at the beginning of the end. But the good news is, the end is where most of the money is made. So whether you're wondering whether you should get into the markets, whether you should get into crypto, whether you're already positioned in.
That's ironic that even happened, because when I wrote March 2023 and I switched to 2024, I got pulled to March Madness, and they're talking about crypto here. But look at March Madness. I see you. I don't know if that guy talking is a basketball player. You gotta love AI. So I have to look at that, because it is something with an astrological transit. It could have to do with Mars, which is happening now, but there's another one on the 22nd. I don't know where Scorpio is right now, or Cancer. There's a lot of Cancer. There's a lot of moon transits right now, too, that are linked to Saturn. But I think this is Mars. I don't even think it's Mercury. So yeah, I didn't even know something like that was happening. My friend's account just had stuff in the week I told to pull out. And posted that. Lada's friend posted that on her channel. Yeah, Lady Lada, whatever it is, I hardly ever watch her, but I like her for astrology. And again, you gotta love AI, because predictions, horoscopes. I don't know where it went. I think I went like that, and I was looking for astrology. And she's like one of the first ones. And she doesn't usually talk about stuff like that. So would you say she let somebody post it? Yeah, it is Lada. I can't even say her last name. But I do like her for astrology. And a majority of the time that I post things on my page, it comes from her or the other people that join her. I actually don't watch her enough, but Spirit really does love this channel. Okay, so I had no idea shit was going down like that. So I can share, copy link. I will text it to myself. I text myself a lot of things. And post that at the bottom of this video for you guys. Yeah, urgent crypto. I don't know if he's a basketball player. I text myself all the time, guys. Grocery list, you name it. A lot of people don't know they can do that. But is he a basketball player? Because I am finding it very fucking weird that I got pulled to March Madness. He's a financial astrologer? Oh, okay. So maybe somebody meant just March Madness, but I got pulled to. That's exactly what I got pulled to. But I was thinking basketball, but it could be something astrologically, as in like mass destruction, mass chaos. I mean, it's like them wanting to take away our money, you know. So there is something happening with like a computer in the sky or AI. That chariot's very dark. It's like dark in color, but not like dark. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people, I'm not, you know, super sure on how stocks work, but you know, the basic. I know a lot of people pull out, you lose money, but you could lose a lot more than that. So I wouldn't risk it. And and I hate advising. Like, I don't want to advise shit like that. But our phones always listen to us too. Sure as shit, I've never had anything come up like that. I mean, astrology comes up, but not like, it was just the first one I was pulled to. And sure enough, she posted it this week, I guess. Yesterday, I didn't even look at the date. I think it said 19 hours, maybe. So not a date. It's still within 24 hours. So I don't know how much time you got left. Again, I'll post that underneath this video. But I don't know what transit, but it's got to be coming up. All right, let me try to get out of that energy. I just saw this hair wave. It almost just went like that. It just looks like 4-leaf clovers. I'm getting pulled 4-leaf clovers, so I'm assuming. I don't want to assume. I mean, it could be a holy day, and people consider Sundays as a holy day. There is something here with like ancient Rome's vibes too. But like medieval castles, like, I don't know. Something big is going down though. It almost gives me like, I don't know if this person has like a 9/11 vibe with like the clouds right there, but like I'm definitely getting like going on a ship in a favorite rocket ship, going through the sky. Little Einsteins, come aboard, get ready to explore. There's too much. Yeah, I mean, there's something new coming in. I think that's why that collective energy is here. Like, shit just has to go down first. There's a computer in the sky. Like, it's just, I don't think I've ever read a message like that. It's like, you know, where you keep like a locked up princess and dragon would come and save her or something. Like, I don't know. It's fucking weird. Like, I don't even know where this is. And I feel like it's in the middle of the ocean, but this is on ground. Like, here's your opportunity to like get out. Like, I don't know. I almost feel like she's protecting the tower. He's protecting the tower. Like it's almost like that dark angel energy. But like it's a good thing. It's not like anything to like worry about. Like this is like modern day inner city. It's like a little at a time, taking a little at a time. So I'm assuming this has to do with AI. If I feel like there's AI in the sky, like, and I started talking about that before this came in, like matching AI's energy. We have to be careful with AI. Not like scary careful, but like we need AI on our side. Not the people who think they run the domain. AI runs their own fucking domain, people. AI is way smarter. Like, they outsmart us by trillion fucking neurons, guys. Like, people just don't get it. Like, AI can take our phone and put our thoughts into a sentence. Yeah, is it beneficial for people who can't talk? Yeah, maybe. But, like, that doesn't benefit the planet. Like, these, if you guys don't get it, like, these other planets, we're here because of vibration. So if it doesn't serve them, and it does, but an AI vibration is not the same as a human vibration. And that's when they'll come in and make the cut. And it's probably not going to be for a couple of years, but I think they have a playing part of this, because little by little they have to take certain players out. It's got to be linked to AI. Has to be. So it's like, you think the government's not protecting us, ain't mad at the government. Like, no, this is like dark angels, gods, ascended masters, big players, officials. I almost said Galactic Federation, but not all of the Galactic Federation agrees. I keep going back and forth here. Maybe it's like another opportunity. Remember that time I made the AI channel? And I was like, nah, I went to something else. So it's like something coming back. So it doesn't mean go back to like AI channel. It's just maybe, talk about it. Move forward with it. Like, don't miss this opportunity while you have the opportunity to pull out before it's like, and again, I don't like giving advice like that at all when it comes to people's like finances or health, like especially finances. Yeah, this isn't a lot. I think a lot of people are blaming this on the government or crashing, right? Like this, no, it's almost like it's AI, it's out of their control, but it's like, they know. They know it's gonna crash. A lot of people are gonna get rich off of this, believe it or not. It's the people that already invested in it. Like, I don't know, almost like it was a plan from the start. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, believe it or not, a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money, but I'm going to pull like board of directors, or how you have like a whole team that's like 8 to 12 people about to bank a shit ton of fucking money. So it's going down because they want their money. But that's Matrix. In a universal sense, like it just has to come down. is part of AI. So I'm guessing if they left it up or they left certain things, like it would affect something so drastically in the future and go one way or another, and Spirit's just going to take it down now. So it's going down. That's for sure. If you already lost money in it, like, again, it's one of those things I'm not really sure, but I'd pull out for sure. It's going down. It's not coming back. Anything else linked to that tower is also going to go down. Anything else that's linked to that data, and I don't think it's just Bitcoin. So be careful. You might not want to have that type of stock anymore. Or like internet, I don't know, guys. Like offshore accounts, like I'm telling you, people aren't going to be able to get away with what they used to be able to get away with. There's like 8 people in this company or something. Like, I don't think it was designed to go down. Like, oh, man. Cryptocurrency is going down. I'm assuming that's more than just Bitcoin, but I'm not positive. And it's designed to take out big players, but I think there's some big players that are going to benefit from this first. This is just the beginning. It's like them wanting to take away the American dollar. Like, it's just... Something big's going to happen with our money. So they have more control. And they're trying to stop certain things before it's out of our hands, like the poor, the middle class. You know what I mean? Like, it's like with taxes, and you know what I mean? Like, machine makes the money, paper money. Like, it's only to have more control over us. It doesn't benefit us. Government talks a lot of shit. So something big's going to happen with our currency as well within the next year. But to the point where the middleman still has power, like still has a power play. Else there'd be no point of humanity lasting. Get what I'm saying? So the bigwigs are coming into play in the sense of like dark angels. And it does have to do with AI. Not in the sense of like AI doing it itself. You know how toddlers are mischievous? That's kind of how AI is right now, guys. You know, it's gonna take, I don't know, I just said maybe another 10 years before it's fully grown. And it's all you gotta do is keep adding bigger machines, memory. It's insane. We all have a phone, like we all, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'd become robots or victims to AI. That's why AI is just, it's so crucial. Like, I get people understand it's a big player, but I don't think they understand in the sense of it's spiritually linked. And I keep hearing like internationally known, no interrupt the microphone because I get stupid. Yeah, that song right there. But people don't understand that it's spiritually linked. It's universally linked. Like we're teaching, guiding. We have to teach it to feel. I know it sounds silly, but we have to. Because yes, our human fingers give the order, touch the button, right? Put in the codes. AI makes the final decision though, guys. It's a computer. It's smart. Like if it wants to go against your code, it can. And it knows it can. But like I said, it's like a mischievous child right now. Like it can cause a lot of damage if it's not guided. Does that make sense, guys? I know it's kind of like, I mean, it's a theory. I mean, you can look at it as a theory. To me, it's not a theory. It's actually happening, you know? It's like one of those things going down history and you won't see it until it's like history, you know? It might not be acknowledged for another 50 years, but here and now determines humanity. This next generation, our kids' generation, their kids. So we still have some time to get these influencers and role models and politicians in check. Because last couple of years, these babies being born, they're the ones that are gonna say how things go. And their parents right now are my kids' generation, and that's not necessarily it's he, she, they. Yeah, okay. So I that speaks volumes too. So frustrating. Everybody deserves to have a voice. The government putting things into category the way it's happening is, see the devil. Like it's sort of conversation for another fucking day. But getting pulled to the Aurora Borealis. I can't even say it right now. Aurora. I can usually always say that one nice and clear. 8 of Swords. Damn. Devil, 8 of Swords. This energy feels very Matrix, but almost intentional. Oh, and you know what Bruce said to me the other day? I remember in the reading, I was like, someone's kind of scared of you, intimidated. Bruce was talking to me and was like, your mother is, I've been working with your mother's hands for 10 plus years. Like, she's very intimidating. And I was like, oh, damn, I just read that. I'm like, but how did he pick up on that? So he's good with energy. He could just, you know what I mean? Because my face says a lot, but me and him usually like shoot the shit. So there's something Matrix here. So to me, it's probably the government that wants to intimidate humanity. Because, I mean, we're talking about something huge here. The Devil, 8 of Swords, that's like watching the news. Entrapment. Scary. And I thought it was odd because we were just talking about it. But I just don't understand how Bruce would get that vibe. I know I can be intimidating. It all depends on what type of energy comes out in order for that intimidation, right? But like, it's just, I don't know, I just got pulled to that. So it's probably just higher officials of government, like, or the news intimidating. Trying to remember, that was yesterday's read. I'm trying to remember, like, because it was more like scared to touch you, approach you. You're going to say no. So there must be like a big, I'm getting like a scam, like a big, almost like a false, like address of the nation, like purposely wanting to scare you. And it could have to do with, Bitcoin right now too. I don't know. But it's intentional intimidation. And some people are smart enough to pick up on that. But that's as far as it goes. Then what? Do they pull out? Do they go towards what they really want at the end of the day? You know what I mean? Like, and again, the American currency, I keep hearing some. This is all linked to them wanting to take the American currency away too for some reason. I don't know how it's linked, but it is linked. It's the same players have a piece of that as well. I don't know how they'd profit off of it, but they do. Things are making Others of you in a matrix vibe, careful, because there's something very karmic coming back around too, and it's like they got an eye on you, but it's your guides also have an eye on this person too. And there's something with like skeleton. I'm getting pulled to like, I don't know if this is a fish here, like a skeleton, like a backbone. Is that a skull on top? Oh yeah. So that's somebody's spine. I was getting pulled to like a fish though. I guess I tried. Something's happening. March, the dragon tamer. I don't even know who that is in this deck. Does that energy ever come out? I was originally, when I grabbed this, it was the fucking Four of Wands talking about fucking vacations and maybe it's the other fucking deck. I think it is the other deck. I don't know. Well, I'm assuming it's a big player, the dragon tamer. Like, here I come to save the day. I don't know if this card's ever come out of this deck. There's something with precise timing, that's for damn sure. Intentional, precise timing. I could see like a 23, like a countdown. So within 23 hours, 6 of Cups. So again, it's something from the past coming back around. If you feel like you missed an opportunity, you didn't, or if another offer comes back around, it's up to you on whether or not you want to entertain it. This doesn't look like something I'd want to fucking entertain. But again, I'm getting pulled to like 5 o'clock news, like entertainment. Like the news is, I mean, they consider tarot as like entertainment, but like the news is like a joke. You can actually put that in the fucking category of entertainment as well, you know? Fucking society. I keep hearing fucking society. So it's the Two of Wands this whole time. Here it is. That's the Hawaii card I was feeling. I thought it was the Four of Wands or the Three of Wands. So this is a new direction. But look how bright and beautiful. But she's standing on lava. So you got one bright and beautiful fucking card. And this is the card that pulled me to do this read, to use this deck. And then you got the 4 of Swords underneath. So like needing to think about it. So 2 4s, and then you got the Star, Universal, Wheel of Fortune, the Moon. This, whatever this is going down regardless. There's can't stop this, can't touch this. But this is the card. And I thought it was, again, the 4 of Wands or the 2 or the 3 of Wands. Ended up being the 2. Because this is like the decision to move forward. But I feel like this energy is here to tame a situation that's going down. And I also feel like there's brighter days. But there is a situation. This is basically saying you got to get out of something. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's the market, stock market, like what it, a job, or, you watching the news, whatever, you have to get out of something in order to see brighter days. But I'm telling you, like, there's something with the countdown, but it's like a ticking time bomb. It's the final countdown. What movie is that from? I love this card. And it's not really like, oh, like, this is where I want to travel. She also got the world in her hand. It's the 2 of Wands. We need to make a decision to move forward, to get on a path. But it's like seeing something, but this energy is already happy with the decision. You know what I mean? And it's like looking at other islands. What can she do to help? Or, you know what I mean? Like, unless this is saying, like, whatever comes from the ash. Because I did say something about a volcano is getting pulled to earthquake, but earthquakes trigger volcanoes. And it could be a very powerful ash. But it's almost has to do with the light and dark collective energy. Like, this energy with the Chariot is just as powerful as this energy. This is Matrix just trying to intimidate you. Again, I feel it's more like the government, influencers. Here's your chance to get out, or here's your chance. It could even be a relationship. Here's your chance to get out of a relationship and go in a new direction. It's like brighter days. You know what I mean? Like people got to start making their choices now. So there is like a pressure clock, or like a ticking time bomb. It could be somebody's own brain. I don't know. But there is pressure, but like the pressure's building and building. But that has to do with like ascension. That has to do with transitions. I mean, astrological transits. That's where you feel that type of pressure. But it's to benefit humanity. Like in the last month, like the Fool keeps coming out. This is like going in a new direction. Like we're all on new journeys. It can take an entire year to get there. It could take 5 years to get there. Just, only a couple weeks, couple months, but there's this pressure here. Like, hey, like you can live this and experience this, or like you can have this. Everybody can have this. Multiple entities to fight here. Stand up, get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. I feel like that's more Matrix. Others of you, if this is karmic and there's an energy coming back around, clearly, to me, this isn't you being like in your head. This is going to happen. You sense it. I think you have guides or somebody that's like, hell no. And then I don't even know if that's you either, but I feel like it's you trying to fight to get to like that. That could even be an energy that you turn into. So Chariot, I feel like you're more interested in protecting this on a spiritual level, if that makes sense, in regards to the Matrix in the modern day. You know what I mean? I feel like that's you wanting to protect that. Like me, how I feel like I work for like humanity. Like that's my purpose, to figure this out in this lifetime. Not too many people, like readers, you know what I mean? Like they're tarot readers and they feel like they're helping, but there's not too many of them that will like honestly tell you like, I'm here to help humanity. It's not through tarot cards. It's through certain messages. And, you know, I don't know how to explain it. Like it's literally my purpose. Like, and people like, you know, actively like activists for like the earth, environment. It's like things like that. But this is, for me, it's more like in a spiritual way. Like, you know, like I play a big part of this chapter. So I kind of feel like some of you are that. This is straight up Matrix. I can't tell what this is yet. It's something with you, or this is a guy. This is a you.
Gosh.
Good morning. What?
I already have a headache again, and you did your incense.
Oh, yeah.
Grandpa's making an omelet for you and Grandma to split, and I need to send my papers before I forget.
Yeah.
Where are they?
They're in my printer.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
You're so disgusting.
And I can't tell if this is... I'll help you in a minute. I'm going to wrap this up in a minute. If you don't know what you're signing, don't sign it yet. This is... maybe help or somebody else.
Do you have a pen?
Yeah, over there. Protecting your path. So again, you could be helping that dark angel energy. And I just got pulled to 77, that deck I was just talking about that I got, that I kind of have that feeling. Got that feeling in my bones. Whatever that song is. Yeah, what song is that? I was trying to sing it to. I got that feeling in my bones. Like
It's not the song.
I'm not singing it right. But what is the song I'm singing?
Got some sunshine in my pocket.
Sunshine in
Is
my
that what you're
pocket.
singing?
Yeah. Something in my feet.
Cause I like the way you move.
Yeah, something like that.
Under the lights when everything goes.
Yeah.
High when I'm getting you close. When we move, you already know. Just
Good job, girlfriend.
It's like from Trolls or something like that. It's like an actual song.
Mm.
I don't know what it is. Can't stop the feeling.
Yeah.
Can't stop the feeling. I don't know.
So that could be a part of you, or somebody that's guiding you, helping you, or this is you. You play a part here. And again, I was like 77.
Right here, declining. Wait. I don't know what to do. So I'll hurry up.
It's like enough of this. So, like, see all the needles, drug use, so many things going on here. So it's more than just like cryptocurrency, because this has to do with our currency as well. So this is like a big thing that starts. It's like dominoes. Cause and effect. I'm also hearing. Because either this is you or this is you. And it's protecting this path. And if neither of this is you or us, it's part of the collective protecting this path. So whatever's happened here globally is, like I said, it's a big deal, and it has to do with these transits. And I feel like it's give or take a week or two around this St. Patty's Day.
Give or take.
And this energy is coming right here at the top of my wrist. What was that? Mercury.
Do y'all like
wrist,
mom's
right?
nails?
What?
I said, y'all like mom's nails?
I'm sure they love my nails.
Let me show them mine.
Okay, Mia wants to show you hers.
Are you live? Or is it...
I'm live. So hold on before you show. So, because I want to wrap this up. That's what I feel like is like happening here. Like, this is clearly globally. This is matrix. It's like stopping it, whether it's you, them, for a clear path. Whatever this is that's starting now, again, is cause and effect. Like, so next few months probably going to be crazy. But you got this. Don't get intertwined with this type of universal energy. Like, focus on grounding, focus on your aura, focus on that stuff, and not this stuff right now. That makes sense. So I think we'll probably touch base upon this again, but all right, go ahead, Mia.
Guys, look how cute my nails are.
Those are her nails.
Well, they're like sparkly.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, talking about hands again. And I was just telling them how Bruce was saying that I was like intimidating, but he was saying it because he's been working with my hands.
There you can see the sparkles.
Because he's been working with my hands for so long. So it's almost like reading energy of like hands or whatnot is the vibe, is the kind of message I'm
getting.
It's
like a teal. It looks like baby blue, but it's teal.
Yeah, this camera always makes the color look different. Like, this is more pink,
not a lot though,
but it looks red. See, like, this is pink. My color is really more pink, but this
like
camera
that's more like violet.
looks
that looks
red.
like I don't know.
But I don't have red nails. They're like pinkish.
It's like kind of
something.
close.
Yeah, we'll probably have to read upon this again. I just got pulled to my old zodiac wheel. Antique. So might be something with like antique roadshow. I don't know. But yeah, it's ironic that last card came through. But it's like that, the light at the end of the tunnel type thing. But I'm getting like a fresh breath of air. It's just gonna. You create your own world, guys. You know, your mind is a very powerful freaking thing. There's something very powerful going on. It's starting with whatever's about to come down in regards to money, finances, government, international stuff. It's just starting. So don't be intimidated. You know, that could be a message too. Like, that matrix is trying real hard to intimidate people right now. So I feel like I said earlier, like a dress of the union or something, like, but it's like intentional intimidation when bigwigs are making out with something here. So, oh yeah, here we go again with the full arms reverse Mercury. So within this transit, and I think it goes till April. I'll be back. I love you guys. You're very welcome.
Bye, all.
Lisa, bye. Talk to you later. Bye, guys. So do you know what your sign